bonkers. On YouTube, friends and family. Hey, I just got my propane tank filled. I was down below 5%. It was like 20 gallons left in a 500-gallon tank. Yeah, that's very low. I knew I was getting low, but I didn't know I was that low. He said that the fuel gauge was stuck, so it wasn't accurately reflecting what was in the tank. Right now, propane is $2.15 a gallon for a user of my size. That is an $800+ bill. But that's all of my fuel requirements for the entire year. So the 375 gallons of propane will supply all of my hot water and all of my generator and all of my cooking. I set up a system to heat with propane. The system does not work very well, so we don't end up using it because it takes a lot of electricity to run circulator pumps to circulate water throughout all the radiant flooring that we just don't use it because it makes the generator run more, so you end up burning more propane. So I just heat with wood. Anyway, thanks for coming with me on my day. I'm heading back to do this red pine floor today. Put down a layer of this pink paper called rosin paper. This goes down underneath the flooring. It prevents any stuff falling down through the cracks and getting underneath the boards. It also provides a level of moisture protection, sort of like a blotter paper. It can receive moisture and then dry it out much more easily. And you can't see through the cracks. All you see is this sort of pink background as opposed to, you know, the boards that are underneath it, this black tar that's stuck down the tile, the vinyl tile, all that stuff. So this goes down and then the flooring. Now I'm going to snap a center line down the middle of this space because I want the boards to be straight. and I want them to go straight down the room because the room might be out of square a little bit. It's important to start with a straight line so that you know by the time you get to the edge, it should be roughly parallel with the walls. So when you're installing pine flooring or softwood flooring, it's difficult with these long lengths to use a regular miter saw or chop saw. So you just use a skill saw basically and run it along the edge of a framing square to get your square cut. It's important though to have the bottom side of the board up because as the circular saw is cutting, it pulls fibers up and tends to chip out a little bit. So you flip the board over and do it that way. Pretty straightforward. Okay, here goes the first board. Woo! These nails are spiraled. Can you see that? So as they go in, they sort of screw in, which makes it harder for them to pull. And they also have a blunted tip. A blunted tip will help prevent the board from splitting, especially when you're nailing near the very end of the board. All right, breaking for lunch. I've got a good chunk of this floor done already. What do you think? Is it looking good? Can you see from here? I'm definitely making good headway on this. You know, going down the center is the easy part, obviously. Getting towards the edges is where it gets slow. Although I've done, you know, some of this at the wood stove, so those cuts were a little bit difficult. And this cut here at the threshold to the tile was also a little tricky, but otherwise I am feeling really good about this job right now. Time for some lunch. My day is done. Just a little quick cleanup, pack up, and head home. What do you think? Is it fun doing flooring? I think it is. Woo! Another great day. Oh, I just remembered. I gotta go to the milk store. I mean, the milk farm. We ran out of milk. The kids get grumpy with me when we run out of milk. I'm the milkmaid, right? I go, I get the milk. I supply the milk. Well, the cows do and the farmers do, and then I'm the delivery man. Hey, Thanks for coming with me on my work today. I had fun with you.